everyone, I hope you're well. This is Selina. So this week I'm bringing to you a new headband project. It's really fun and really easy to make. So to make this project I have used one skein, well a very small part of this skein of Stylecraft cotton DK, so it's 100% cotton. I'll be linking everything in the description box, all the materials that I've used, and you can download the free pattern at selinaveronique.com as always. So this is the yarn that I used. You will be needing a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a tapestry needle. And without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into the tutorial. So for this video, I'm just gonna make a small sample. However, you will be making a longer version, so you will be chaining more than me. So to begin, just make a slip knot. So I'm just gonna make my slip knot like so. I'm just gonna pop my hook through and tighten, and now you are going to be chaining 70 chains and I'll be chaining less, so just go ahead and chain 70. So 1, 2, 3. So I've chained a much smaller sample, but you should have chained 70 for my pattern. Just so you know, this pattern needs to be a multiple of 2. So if you want to make it smaller, say for a child, or if you want to make it larger just because you may have like a larger head, just know that it's a multiple of 2. So now that I've chained my sample and you've chained 70, we are going to be doing a half double crochet in the third chain from the hook. So just count 1, 2 and 3 and go into that third chain. Wrap your yarn around your hook and pop your hook inside this chain. Take your yarn, pull it through. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 3 loops. And this is how we make a half double crochet. And the first 2 chains right here counts as a half double crochet already. So what we're going to do now is place another half double crochet into the next stitch. So just do the same and pull through 3 loops and into the next chain. And this is what you're going to do until the end of this row. Just pop your hook through and place a half double crochet until the end of the row, and then I'll show you how to do row 2. Okay, so I've just finished row 1, so I've placed a half double crochet into every stitch and then into that last one right here. So what we're going to do now for the second row, so there's only 3 rows in this pattern, and this is going to be the filet crochet row, the next row. So basically what you are going to be doing is chaining 3, so 1, 2 and 3, turn your work, and this actually counts as a half double crochet and chain. And what we're going to do, and it counts as this stitch, so the first stitch. So the second stitch right here is actually the second stitch, and we're gonna skip that because we've got a chain space right here. So we're just gonna skip this stitch and go into the third half double crochet from the previous row and place a half double crochet into that. So just go ahead and place a half double crochet into that, and basically this is what we have. So this creates that space. What we're going to do now is chain 1 and skip this stitch and go into the next stitch and place a half double crochet into that one, and then what we're going to do is chain 1, skip that stitch and go into the next stitch, There we go. And chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next one, and what we're going to do is chain 1, skip a stitch, and now we're at the end. Well, your row will be a lot longer than mine, obviously, because you've chained more, but this is just the principle I'm showing. So we've chained 1, we're going to skip 1 stitch, and we're just going to place our half double crochet into the chain 2 from the previous row right here. So just go ahead and find that chain 2 and pop your stitch into that, which is a half double crochet, and this is how it should look for now. And this is your second row, and I'm just going to show you how to do row 3, and then that will be the whole pattern. So for row 3 you are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, turn your work, and this counts as your first half double crochet with this first stitch, and then the second stitch is the space that we created in the last row. So we're just going to go directly into that with our half double crochet. So just pop your half double crochet into that space directly. Oops. Sorry. So just pop your half double crochet into that space directly. And now we are going to go into the next stitch, which is a half double crochet from the previous row, and we're just going to place our half double crochet into that. So just go ahead and go into that and place a half double crochet. And now we are going to be placing a half double crochet in the space, like so. And now this is the half double crochet from the previous row. So just go ahead and place your half double crochet into that. And then in the next space, just go ahead and place a half double crochet into that. And I'll just let you carry on until the end of the row. So there we go. So I've just placed a half double crochet into the half double crochet from the previous row right here, and now I've got 2 stitches left. Indeed, I've got a space left and a chain 2 left from the previous row. So we are going to be placing a half double crochet into both. So just go ahead and place a half double crochet into that space, and then just go ahead and place a half double crochet into the chain 2 from the previous row, and there you go. You have your pattern. So you should have a much longer project. So with my sample, I showed you how to make row 1, row 2, row 2 and row 3. So to make this headband, you just need to repeat row 2 right here, and then row 3 once again. And once you've done that, just fasten off, and now I'm just going to show you how to make the hair ties. So basically these are what we are going to be tying our headband with. I thought it was more fun to have a couple of hair ties just because I think it's fun. You can make them longer than the ones that I've made because these are just going to tie a bit like a small knot. If you wanted more like a more flamboyant look, you could go for a longer version. So I'm just going to show you how to make these. So basically you are going to make a tie on each, 2 on each side, so on each corner. So this is on the bottom corner and this is on the top corner, and I'm just going to show you this side. So to make your hair tie, you are simply just going to be taking your yarn and popping it through this corner. So there we go, we've popped our hook through this corner, And we are simply gonna take our yarn and pull it through with our hook. So just knot this. You can knot it twice. There we go. And now what we are going to be doing is going into this corner with our hook. Take your yarn, pull through, and what we are going to be doing now is chaining 40. So just go ahead and chain 40. So 1, 2, 3. So I've just chained 40 and this is what it looks like. It's a simple chain, and what we are going to be doing is slip stitching through this chain. So you are going to skip that first chain here and go into the second one with your hook. So just go into the second chain, pop your hook through very simply, grab your yarn, pull it through that loop, and then pull it through the other loop, and this creates your slip stitch. And we are just going to go into the next chain. So these are quite tight, and that's normal. And take your yarn, pull it through one loop and through the next loop, and this is what it's going to look like. So we are just going to slip stitch through each and every chain until the top of the chain, and then I'll show you what to do then. Alright, so I finished slip stitching, as you can see, until the top of the row, and what I'm going to do now is secure this side into the top corner of this headband. So just go through a stitch, basically just go through any stitch at the top on that side and slip stitch again through just to secure it to that corner. What you are going to be doing now is fastening off, so just snip your yarn, and to fasten off you just need to pull through this loop. There we go. So there we go, this is one of our hair ties. What we need to do now is sew in these loose ends, so I'll just let you sew in these loose ends. We need another one at the top corner here, and our headband will be absolutely perfect. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for a new crochet video every week, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. And thank you so much for watching, and see you for the next crochet project.